And welcome back to Club Musgrave State Triples. And again, we've got on the Gold Coast overnight and early this morning, so there's a bit of delay. Live streaming is brought to you by Bowls Queensland, Experience Gold Coast and Queensland Government. We thank them very much. And of course, the sponsor of this game is Nick Fisher, Pure Real Estate. We thank Nick very much for his participation, his sponsorship of the mixed pairs as well as the triples. And we'd also like to thank Club Helensvale for making their facilities available for this wonderful championship. We'd also like to thank all of the umpires, greenkeepers, bar staff, bistro staff and all the volunteers. But not only are we at Club Musgrave today for the triples, we're also at Broadbeach and Paradise Point. So 3 destinations. We thank them very, very much. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, our first game this morning, which will be an absolute cracker, is Gary Law skipping. And of course, BCIB also sponsors Bowls Queensland as well as Queensland Government, Mullins More Than Law, and Asset Sports, J. Carroll Club Promotions and Bioscapes Group. We thank them very much for their continued sponsorship of our great game. This is the first end. It's just started. We've had a hell of a lot of rain here. And the game first up this morning is Gary Law skipping, Gary Pearson in the middle and Ian Law leading up. And they're up against Nick Gosley skipping, Ben Walsh in the middle, and Mark Armstrong is leading up. So we see a bowl here from Gary Pearson not far away. That's a pretty good starter there by Gary. You can see the 2 lead bowls. It looks like they've changed that around. Looks like Ben Walsh must be leading up by the looks of that, and Mark Armstrong playing in the middle. This is Mark's bowl, the orange bowls he normally does use. Little inside edge. In for one shot. As I said, that's the way you do it. So it's been a bit of a wet morning, you could say. Driving here this morning, I know, talking to Robbie and myself, a fair bit of, had a fair bit of rain on the way here. It was very, very heavy in some parts, so there's quite a few scuds around, but they reckon it's supposed to get a little bit easier this afternoon. Now, they tell me that 12 ends constitutes the game, so I'm led to believe. So, going on what the umpires told me, so that must be correct. So, Mark Armstrong playing a very good... Well, he probably just cut across a little bit too much because that... I'm sure Gary would be playing a bit of weight, and that bowl would probably be geared to go over there to the left-hand side of the rink. And just looking at that, that looks like Ian Law's bowl, and they've also got one there from Gary Pearson. So I think you'll find Gary probably play a little bit through the head, a bit of more than arriving weight, just on his backhand. Nice line by the looks of this. This is the first end. There's 18 ends. He's just going to miss it. Well, he's probably got it far enough for shot. So good bowl there from Gary. So didn't have to go too hard, just had to make arriving weight to get the result that he required. Now Nick on his forehand, I just don't think Nick's quite got the weight to get there. Had a perfect line. Yeah, I'd say they'd be holding a comfortable 2 shots there. Now Gary with his next one. I think that last bowl of Nick's just made him go a little bit wider, but look at his weight. Absolutely spot on. Okay, Nick's got to find that happy medium now. Had some colossal games here yesterday in the mixed pairs. I think you'd all agree. Not far away with this one. Just around the back. 2 to Gary Law's team. Used to calling Gary as a lead, not as a skip, but the talented family they are, they can basically play anywhere. So, and of course, Ian Law, his brother, very, very handy players, contributed to the Gold Coast district side for a great number of years. Ian, g'day everybody, good to have you all on board. G'day Kurt. G'day Phil, how are you mate? And Andy. G'day Carl, how's things? Okay, Shonky on the mat playing his backhand, playing back towards the club rooms here at Club Musgrave. If it's a miserable day and you're sitting at home and looking for something to do, come on down to Club Musgrave and say hello to us. Say hi, and lovely to catch up with everybody the last few days. Been fantastic to see everybody, and not a good morning, but there's a lot of enthusiasm here this morning. It's the start of any event. We see a great starter here from Ben Walsh, not far away at all. That's a great bowl. You actually just see, I think you can just see a little bit of surface water just lying there, just in front of that bowl there of Ben's. Hey, good on you, Carl. Joshua Beattie, good to see you out of bed, Joshy. Okay, Ian, not too far away from the kitty. I think he's got it. Great bowl there from Ian. Probably got a change now on his forehand for Ben. No, he's sticking on his backhand. Fair enough. Just trying to probably play through that bowl. He's had one good one there, so he wouldn't have to change too much. Okay, Gary. Just beat that. Hey, g'day, Blake. How are you, mate? Yeah, she's been a bit damp here this morning, Blake. Wouldn't be a state championship, matey, if we didn't have any rain. Good bowl there. Very handy home. That could even count. So, yeah. Sunny Chinchilla. Good on you, Sam. Sam Roberts. No, mate, it's 2 bowl, Kurt. Yeah, 2 bowl triples, mate. 18 ends or 2 hours. In case of inclement weather, 12 ends constitutes a game. So, Gary Pearson. Yeah, we've had a fair bit of rain the last week or so, Blake. I'll tell you that right now, buddy. It can go away, mate. This is normally our dry period, mate. This is why I can't get over it for the amount of rain we've had. I know there's a lot of greenkeepers pulling their hair out at the moment. Lucky Robbie's not a greenkeeper. He's got nowhere to pull out. Dear. He's talking to me, but I can't hear him. It's good having these headphones on. Okay, Mark. Just going to sneak around the back. Oh, good bowl there, but he's probably loaded that up in a pretty handy position for that, or for what they're playing anyway. Been wetting cans too, is that right, Margaret? Sun's starting to come out. Well, send that sun down here, please, Margaret. It's been quite steady. Yes, it started here during the night, in actual fact, and sometimes during the night it absolutely pelted down. So just holding the one shot there by the looks of it. Looks like Nick, I'd say Nick's probably got second and third shot. That bowl of Ben Walters, the two-tone white there at the front, and Mark Armstrong, the orange bowl there at the back. Okay, Kurt, I'll pass that on, mate. Got a few spectators starting to come in. A bit underdone with this one here, but Nick, is he going to pump this into a pretty handy position? Well, that weight may come in handy. The weight he's playing. Yeah, it was great last year, Ruth, wasn't it? Well, so this is normally our dry period, you know. I mean, normally once we get to the end of March, going into mid-April, and that can be, sometimes it can be wet, but a lot of times this is really the start of our dry period. But gee whiz, we've had parts of Queensland have had over 1,400 mil of rain, which is ridiculous. Nick a bit too tight there. It did not come out well at all. So just the one down. That was basically the weight he was chasing for the result, but basically just slipped out by the looks of that, which would be understandable on a day like today. So 2 ends, 3-0 to Gary Law's combination. See Father's here playing today too. Seen Alan this morning. I'm going to chinwag to him. He's got some great teams here, I can assure you of that. Gee whiz, there's a quality field playing in this event. Okay, Ian on the mat. Sticking to his forehand. Not too far away. Once again, a very good start there from Ian. He's a very, very accomplished player, in actual fact, very well credentialed. He's plays a lot of bowls, rolls up a hell of a lot, works on his game all the time, so absolutely person that deserves all the accolades that he can get with the amount of time and effort he puts into our great game. He's always on the green, rolling up. Morning, Leslie Burgess. Hope you're keeping well. Alan Vidler, good to hear you're out of bed, mate. You want to get to work soon, son? There might be someone want to buy a set of arrows. Water resistant at this stage, Alan. Check it. Oh, yeah, Daniel. Okay, Ben. Yes, he's got his Inagra jacket on, mate, because of the rain. He has. Okay, Ben. Looks like he's got his muzzy shorts on, though. Has he got the weight? Not quite. Bit of a mixture, you could say there. Daniel, of his clothes. Morning, Selena. Oh, PSA just pulling up a bit short. There's still a nice little port in there for him to get in there, though, for Mark Armstrong. Mark, of course, absolute great player, originated from Victoria, gave up the game for quite a few years and back to his devastating best these days, starting to play a fair bit of bowls, and he very, very consistent performer, Mark Armstrong, as you can see here. Great bowl him. That's the shot. Bit wet, was it, Don? Don Nuns, as you remember, is back in the 80s, playing the state championships. Tell you what, Pearson not far away with this one either. What a reply. Gary Pearson. That's a great bowl. Yep. Morning, Taylor. Taylor Bart. See you soon. Hey, good on you, Mr. Masters. I'm sure that would be Wayno. On you, mate. Okay, looking for a bit more weight. Yeah, very much similar to his last weight, but come to good home. G'day, Wesley. Good morning to you too. G'day, Stephen Grieve, or Elizabeth, I should say. Yes, we got haven't got much to do today. It's a good day to sit at home on the couch and put the iPad or the smart TV on and sit back and watch some bowls. Nice cup of tea or coffee in the hand. Couldn't ask for better. But as I said, the games today, we've got 3 colossal games, and there'll be some outstanding bowls played here. So we've got next game is Steve Mexted up against Bill Taylor, and the third game is Nathan Rice up against Jared Davies. So, as I said, we've got some incredible games lined up here today. Good morning, Wilson. How are you, my friend? Okay, Nick. He's probably got 2 seconds lined up there, but how he's going to get that bowl of Pearsos out, though? Because he's got to play this type of weight and still hook inside that line, which makes it pretty hard. So, you back him in on a dry day. Good morning, Mary, all the way from Laguna Beach in California. Great to have you on board, Mary. Great bowl here from Gary. That's a very, very good home. Needed something in behind the head. Good on you, Tony. More fun watching from work. Good on you, mate. Now, he could get an inside edge off this and get a result. Bang, bang, and he did get that result. So the only way I could see that was just getting that inside edge. So Mark having a bit of a look, taking one out. Is the second one count? I think Pearson will put the fingers on it. I'm going to put the tape on it. When in doubt, get the tape out. Must be pretty close because Pearson had a quick look at that. Great bowl there from Nick, though, to open the account for Team Gosley. Looking at that, you'd think you favour the blue being basically jack high. Mark, of course, plays for the very strong 2. Okay, it was in. The orange bowl was in. Mark and Nick, of course, play for Pialba Bowls up in the Fraser Coast. Very strong club up in the Fraser Coast. Lovely part of Queensland. Just about 3.5 hours drive from here. And the gateway to Fraser Island, of course. And, of course, Ben Walsh plays out of the Musgrave Hill Bowls Club, but he's also a member of Red Hill Bowling Club up in Brisbane because he lives up in Brisbane. He plays his Premier League from here, and I think he plays all his club competitions and that from Red Hill Bowling Club that's very much on the lot of initiative there to get things moving up there, so it's really good to see a club that's on the go. So Red Hill's just outside the Broncos where they train, so you can go up there and have a game of bowls and see a lot of footballers there that you know pretty well. And, of course, the opposition, of course, the 2 Laws and Pearson all come from Burleigh Heads, all out of the one stable. Okay, good starter there from Ben. Now, Shonky, has he got the weight? He's got a beautiful line on this one here. G'day, Scott. How are you, mate? Great catching up with you the other day, Scott. Good seeing you during the district sides. No doubt back in Miles now, mate. Hello, Chooky's out of bed. Yeah, good weather. You got that right, Chooky. Now, he doesn't need any help, though, Ben. I always said Ben Walsh was a gentleman, the way he's helping his opposition. Just had to be a tad wide. He had reasonable weight with that there, Ben, but just had to be that half a bowl wider. Yeah, we got nothing to do with that, Billo. That's the match committee gives us. They allocate the rings, mate, not us. So it's all good. We plead innocent. Now, Mark, has he got the line? Not quite. Well, he just crashed into that bowl. Needed a little bit more weight on that one too. Morning, Brendan. Okay, good looking bowl here from Pearson. He's definitely got the weight on this one here. Just maybe a little bit too much, but a very good home there. So that's the bowl. Marks really need something just in behind the head now. They've got the front covered. Ben's got shot. A little bit more grass in this one. How you going, buddy? Hope you're well, Brendan. Is he going to get around it? Just. Oh, that is the shot. Okay, Pearson probably be looking for a little trail. Oh, he's just pulling up, blowing a bit of smoke with this one. Hey, Dean Andrews, watching from Victoria. Good on you, mate. What's the weather like down there this morning, Dean? It must be a little bit better than up here at the moment, mate. It looks to be still raining down in Southport. There's some buildings down there, but there's not much wind about today. And normally when there's not much wind and we get weather like this coming in from the ocean, it normally can hang around most of the day. So it can be very uncomfortable for the players. And in particular, as everybody's aware that plays our great game, is that it's pretty hard to grip a bowl when it's like this. Nick needs a bit more grass than that and a bit more weight. G'day, Roger Webb. How are you, mate? Hope you're keeping well. Hey, good on you, Brendan. He goes all right, mate. He's struggling a little bit here this morning. Good looking bowl here from Gary Law, though. Oh, very good try. Throw hard. He got that right, Wayner. Still holding just the one there, I think. I think Mark put just the one finger up there. Yeah, Nick is my old apprentice. He was my last one. Okay, Marilyn says it's pouring here at Southport. I can see that from here. He does not want the kiddie. He wants to sit the bowl, which he has done. Well, that's brought all three bowls into play there now. So, bit of pressure on Gary. So, big bowl. How good his memory. He played a beautiful bowl last time around. Put in a good second shot. I think he could be a bit wide with this one. He's just looking at his hand, exactly what I was saying about when it's wet. He just seemed to don't come out all that well. That should be 3 shots to the Nick Gosley led 4 shots, was it? Okay, the other one of Mark's must have been in play then. The other orange one must have just snuck in. Yeah, on the side there. Fair enough too. I didn't see that one. I thought that back one would have just must have pumped it far enough back. So good pick up there to Team Gosley. Taylor Bart says watching from Toronto. Good on you, mate. Okay, Ian has now got control. Few spectators starting to walk around. They've already had a go each, so it doesn't go back. It doesn't go back. The kitty goes. The kitty goes on the tee. So try for cold but dry. Good on you, Roger. Over in Christchurch. Yeah, you're dead right there, Dean. It's a bit of a lousy morning up here, mate. I can just see the building there in surface getting a little bit harder to see, which tells me there's some hard rain on its way. A great starter here by Ben Walsh. He doesn't want this one over again. That's a beautiful first up bowl. G'day, Hoops. Yeah, cracking first up. Just a shame about the weather, buddy. I think there's some heavy stuff coming in because that tall building that you can see, as you know, Hoops, you've been here for years, mate, till you moved. You realise when those buildings, you can't see them very much. There's normally about 10 minutes, I think, if I'm right, till it gets here. So, see, Robbie's just putting a bit of a weather map showing it's up there. You can see it there. That's what's coming in. And after that, it's pretty well Scot-3, I think, looking at when I looked at it this morning. So, unless there's something building up out there, so we'll have to wait and see. Our great first up. Oh, perfect line there from Ben once again. It's heading up towards Brisbane. It's even going out as far as Warwick. So it's a pretty good front by the looks of things. So once it's gone by the looks of that weather map, though. So I'll tell you what a good looking bowl here from Ian Law. Gee whiz, he had the right idea, didn't he? And it just fell into the ditch too. It sat there for a second and then it just dropped. Would have been a great bowl if it stayed on. But anyway, holding one shot there once again. Sunny day, agreed. Good on you, mate. I don't think Mark has got the weight to get here by the looks of that. Had a perfect line on that one there. Beautiful grass line. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be much behind it, Wayne. But at the moment, with no breeze, mate, it just seems to be sitting here, though. I know looking at the weather map that Robbie just put up, it looks to be moving, but I don't think it's moving as fast as what the weather map's showing it somehow. And for Windy Hill to have no wind, as you know, Hoop. Chris, you know that, mate. It's always blowing a gale here, except for when you want it. Okay, Mark, looking at considerable amount more weight. He seems to have added to it this time around. It's looking very, very good. What a beautiful correction there from Mark Armstrong. That's very well played and laid that one over too, which makes it a little bit harder to get to. Yeah, looking forward to it, Frankie. Look forward to catching up with you, buddy. Okay, Pearson looking to beat his last bowl. And he has. That's a great attempt there by just the one shot there by the looks of it. That's second shot. Except when it's raining. Yeah, you're dead right there, Chris. Yeah, 100% correct, mate. It's not that cold though. It's probably the humidity is the thing that's keeping the temperature up. Like it's well, when you get rain, as you know, on the Gold Coast, it's yeah, they're forecasting it's supposed to be 23 degrees, a bit of overnight rain. 50% chance of a bit of rain. Yeah, good try from Nick, just pulling up that tad short. Just trying to find the humidity and it doesn't say it anywhere, so. Yeah, probably just looking, I think Gary probably be looking just to play on Pearson's bowl, but gee whiz, he's not far away. That's a great try there from Gary. Probably if that bowl falls over and it, no, I still favour the other bowl. The bowl of Mark Armstrong's from here anyway. But that makes it very, very interesting. Pearson having a look. Up and down, so it must be pretty close. Oh, okay, Roger. Roger says it's they've got wildfires there in Edmonton, Canada. Oh, good attempt once again. Mate, I hope so, Hoops. I'd like to get up there again, mate. Unfortunately, we were going up to the Burnett triples, but unfortunately Desi's had to pull them off, mate. And that's a trip, as you know. Here comes this heavy rain I've just been talking about. I wouldn't be surprised if they get pulled off here because this green was purling previously. And once again, Hoops, as we said, when that building disappears, normally about 10 minutes, and I reckon it's right on time for the 10 minutes, mate. So right on time on the 10-minute park, mate. Yeah, Colin, it's not what you call very user-friendly, mate, you could say. But that building has just about completely disappeared. Just the one down. But Pearson is just having a double check. So I think you'll find they probably will. You can see the water just starting to puddle there just in front of them at the moment. So, yeah, they're coming off. You can see the water there, ladies and gentlemen. So, yeah, Brendan is pretty handy, mate, isn't he? Yeah, you can just see the water just starting to puddle there, so they really can't play on that. So, I think they'll have to ring the bell here in a minute, so get them all off. Yeah, there's something in Jimmy C territory, mate, a bit later on. Yeah, looking forward to going up that neck of the woods, mate. As always, Hoops. Because you're up at what's the name of that Park Beach, I think, aren't you, mate? No, I look forward to catching up with you when we're up there, Hoops. That's for sure. I'll give you a tingle when we're up there, mate. Catch up for a cleansing ale. I must admit though, the rain has eased slightly to what it was a few minutes ago, but just having a bit of a look now. Yeah, just had a lovely cup of coffee, mate. So I think Jimmy C seems to be walking very rapidly inside. So there's could be a call here in a minute. I said it's quite. It is. They're coming off when they finish the end, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you very much for that information. ISIS, okay, mate. Doing a couple of games, Ray. Not many though, mate. We are doing. I think we're doing some para bowls and a few other little events like that, mate. No, Bowls Australia have got a great media team, mate, and they come up and do that. And in a lot of ways, it's actually good, Ray, because Robbie and I then get a few days off and we can go and watch some really quality players, mate. So yeah, just one of those things, mate. That if they need us, we're here. But mate, we look forward to having a few days off. And I think Robbie's playing in a few of the AO events. I remember. You missed the AO, did you? Okay. Well, did they accept your nomination, or they just send your money back and the entry form, mate? Because they saw your name or something. No, he forgot to get it in. He's telling me now. So there you go. So they're going to come off after this end. So just see Robbie, see what he wants to do. Do you keep it going? You said, okay. Yep. G'day, H. How are you? Bit wet out your neck of the woods this morning, Helen? You can see that water there. We have to clear. I will say this: is I really do think that the rain is getting a bit lighter to what it was a few minutes ago. You see a lot of the players taking off their shirts and just putting their rain jackets on now because they're obviously starting to get a little bit wet already. You can see that it's going through there, and of course the live streaming by the Gold Coast Tour District Media Team is brought to you by Bowls Queensland, Experience Gold Coast, and the Queensland Government. And this event is actually sponsored by our good friend Nick Fisher, and does a lot for lawn bowls, Nick. So if you're in the process of buying or selling and you're looking at a good real estate agent, I really suggest you give Nick a call, because not only is he a very good salesman and gets top prices, he's also a sponsor of our great game. And Nick, of course, this year, as last year, is a major sponsor of the Bowls Queensland mixed pairs and triples, and we'd love to thank him for that wonderful support he does for lawn bowls. We'd also like to thank the host club, Musgrave Hill Bowls Club, of course, affectionately known, or now known as Club Musgrave, for making their facilities available for the 2024 State Championships, and also like to thank the other venues being used, and we thank them also too for allowing the players to use their wonderful facilities. But at the same time, we'd also like to thank the umpires, greenkeepers, bar staff, bistro staff, and all the volunteers for their support during this event. And of course, Nick has got this wonderful initiative coming up through this event. He's just added a little bit more to it, and he said that Pure Real Estate, to celebrate this wonderful couple of weeks of bowls, he's going to give away a brand new set of aero bowls. Now all you got to do is go to one of the venues, being Musgrave Hill, Broadbeach or Paradise Point, during the triples. The mixed pairs are over. I see there's quite a few names in the barrels in there already. And on the 17th of May at 3 p.m, he's going to draw it in the final of the triples. So brand new set to the value of $650, a set of aero bowls. So well worth, just if you're down here, just putting your name in the barrel and see how you go. So we can see the water still just... I think that building is getting a little bit further away. Been raining most of the morning. Thanks, Helen. Morning, Paul Turner. How are you? Says hello, Brian and Robbie. How's things? I hope you're keeping well too, Paul. So I think, yeah, it could be a good time for a coffee, I reckon. You can see it just moving ahead now, but I think it's going to be probably a good quarter of an hour, 20 minutes by the looks of that. Yeah, mate. Yeah, he started up another business, mate. He has two hoops. The young bloke, going pretty well. Still doing some bowls clubs too, mate. It's not looking good at all because that building has just about disappeared completely out of sight now. So I think it's going to be a bit wet for a while by the looks of it. Because that's about a good 10 minutes away. Only got 3 there, Hoops, but yeah, still got 3 under 10 though, mate. I think we might. I might slip off air for a while. There's no point just talking. So we can all duck away and get a cup of coffee or whatever you want. So not too sure what Robbie wants to do. He wants to stay on air or. Okay, we'll be going off anyway. So keep it going if you want, and we'll come back on air when they come back out in the green. Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Club Musgrave for the resumption of the weather delay. And we see the score there at 6-3 there to Nick Gosley over Gary Law. So Ben Walsh had won the last end. Of course, Nick Gosley's team after a very good half an hour off, and was had some substantial rain once again, but it's looking a little bit finer now, and 12 ends constitutes a game. So in co-commentary with me is my good friend Michael Sorensen. G'day, Michael. How are you?
I'm well, Brian. Thank you for the introduction, and welcome to the sunny Gold Coast.
Mate, we've had some rain, haven't we? So we see Ian Law on the mat at the moment. Good start. I think the green's running a little bit better. Actual fact is running superbly here. A great effort once again by the Green Staff here under very trying conditions here this morning. But you see Ben Walsh think it'd be a bit slower and a good probably 5 foot behind the head. Still taking a bit of grass there too, in actual fact, Michael.
Yeah, he's taken plenty.
Said it's the good quality surface there produced. 12 ends constitutes a game with this, ladies and gentlemen, but the time limit, as you can see, the time limit's still ticking away up there. They've still got roughly about an hour to play, just under an hour, around 50 minutes. So a good correction. We're just going to run through the head here by Ian, but yeah, I think they're just a little bit conscious, thinking it's going to be a bit slower than what it is.
With the 2-bowl triples format, they should rip through some ends pretty quickly on a slowish green.
Well, that's ever so true, mate. It's 12 ends, as I said, they've got to get to. Otherwise, it'll be classified as a draw, so as long as they don't muck around. Good on you, Robin. Robin just said she'll probably do a little bit of housework for a change and then come back when the game resumes. So, no, good call there, Robin. Just a bit of Irish miss. Good on you, Brad. Yeah, good on you, mate. So, good-looking bowl here from Gary Pearson, who's adapted immediately, and a very, very handy home there too, just quietly, just sitting right in front. So, Nick Gosley just showing Mark Armstrong how far in front that bowl is. Mark, of course, said a very well-credentialed player. Not far away from this, Michael.
He is just going to slip underneath.
He's opened it up though, mate.
Yes.
Margaret, I know you asked that question a long time ago when we were off air, but I can assure you that they would have been off everywhere, Margaret. I can guarantee you that.
It was very widespread.
Yeah.
And Pearson's gotten pretty close again here.
Yes, pretty consistent there from Gary.
He's playing great bowls.
Mate, he's a very underrated player, really, Pearson. He's always been, to me, just on that tier, just under the top level, but he's always been underrated because his performances, I think, he's just so consistent with his bowls.
He's very unassuming.
Yeah,
I know the players don't underrate him.
I know that for a fact.
Every time you see him in the side of the draw, you know you're in for a tough one.
Yeah, Nick had to be a bit wider than that, unless he gets hold of Mark's bowl, which I think he's just going to miss by the looks of that. Good weight for what he was after. There, once again, is just the ability to realise that on Tiftdorf, even after rain, you've still got to take that little bit of grass, mate, you know what I mean? So
it's just amazing how quickly they've found their line, considering that rain.
Yeah.
Just shows the calibre of the bowlers that are actually on this rink.
Absolutely.
There's no mugs out there.
Now, Gary, of course, building a nice little head here. He's not going to be too far away neither. Just going to pull up a tad short.
It's not going to make things any easier for Nick.
No, Nick's got to come around that and then still get back. So he's got to play pretty good weight. He likes this. He's following it.
Much better line than his first. Still going to hold out a little.
That's a pretty good attempt there from Nick. Probably could be a second shot there. So anyway, Gary Law on the mat at the moment. He just has to keep off that bowl of Marks. Excellent line. Don't think he's just got the weight, mate. Look at the line he's got there. Absolutely spot on. That I made yesterday. Good on you, Bruce. How are you, mate? A little bit dampish, Brucey. Okay. Ian Law. Just the one there to the Gary Law-led combination.
Yes, considering the amount of weather we've had, the greens are looking sensational.
Well, it's still got run in it, Michael, and it's still taking a fair bit of grass there, mate. So it just goes to show you the amount of quality surface that are produced. You know what I mean? It's pretty hard to get a green after the amount of rain we've had to be taking this much grass, isn't it?
Oh, well played.
And look at the finish on that there. I know the players are confident saying, oh, Christ, it was heavy. But it's still running probably around about 13 seconds, which, you know, after the amount of rain, I think, you know, just looking at the amount of grass they're taking.
And they've just come off 4 days of district sides as well. Mixed pairs championships previously to that, so they're not getting a lot of rest.
Mate, what an incredible final yesterday afternoon, Michael.
I had the pleasure to call the last 4 ends, and the last 2 ends were absolutely incredible.
Well, the thing about it, though, too, Michael, is that, as Jimmy kept telling me yesterday afternoon, bowl of the century.
It was...
And I'm not talking about Kane's last one, I'm talking about Dean.
Dean's second last down last bowl.
Yeah.
It dumbfounded a lot of people, the choice he made, but the result spoke for itself. I mean, it was just perfectly played.
Dan, I think you're dead right. We've definitely got the Scottish mist here this morning. Yeah, no, it's absolutely
come down again too.
Absolutely incredible. The quality of game yesterday was absolutely outstanding. Michael Brindle, shouldn't you be working, Michael? Mate, we can't see Luke's from here. I'm not too sure what rink he is on. I have spoken to him this morning.
Pearson's played another bomb.
Yeah, mate, good bowl there. Okay, Mark's just got a drop just inside that. So Pearson got shot there.
He's back using his orange one, so they're more swoopy over the set.
Yeah, they are. Look at this for a bowl from Mark
Armstrong.
Armstrong.
He can really turn those balls. They are magic.
I think he's gone back to the old Dunlops, mate.
That set really do turn.
Yeah. So Pearson is just look at the amount of grass that Gary's taking compared to Mark. Look at this bowl here from Gary. What a great bowl.
Oh, that's top shot.
You know.
That's top shelf.
Yeah. It is, isn't it? Like that's, you know. What temp is it? G'day, Owen. Mate, I'll tell you that right now. It's
damn beautiful in here.
It's where we are, mate. We've got the air conditioner on.
Don't think I'd want to be out there.
No.
I think this one's going to be a bit tight.
Yep. There's another bowl in the head. Okay, what temperature is it? I will let you know. It is 18.4 degrees, mate, at Southport. Where we are in here is probably a nice, comfortable 23 degrees. Very pleasant. We've all got jackets on, but Robbie's got his hoodie, his long flannelette shirt, his thermal underwear. He's got another hoodie on. He's got another jacket over his hoodie, another jumper over that, and he looks a bit like the Michelin Man.
Very skinny Michelin Man.
Very skinny Michelin Man, but the arms are outstretched. He's got that many gear on. 26 there, Owen. Gee whiz, mate. You're killing it. Happy birthday, Mr. Phillips. You snuck that one by us pretty quietly, mate, but hey, happy birthday, mate. Here? Great bowl by Gary, beholding 2 shots there. Now, he's got to be very careful if he trails this.
Well, I don't think he's going to be short.
He hasn't got the grass there once again, mate. He's got the weight, but not the grass. You see, magnificent weight for what he's after there, Michael.
Perfect.
Yeah, mate, well, you're killing us here at the moment, Owen. 26 over there. I had a great day for a game of bowls by the scenes of things, mate.
Oh, well pointed again here.
Yeah, he's played this very well, Gary Law. He's going to be a nuisance bowl
Get in front of it. Oh, that's a great shot.
Oh, Nick may have to hit that. Yep. Bit hard too when your hand's slippery in the bowls. The bowl's wet and slippery, and yeah, it's not what you call real pleasant.
Bit of a bounce.
Yep. Well, he's going to take his own. Oh, Probably no worse off.
No different. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
3.
Still 3.
Yep. 3 shots.
Very good bowls there from Gary.
Oh, absolutely, mate. Too many good games to worry about work, mate. Good on you, Michael. Good to hear. Can't see him anywhere, Rodney. Luke Turner, I was speaking to him before. I think he's on the top green. Can't see it because of the mechanical thing for the overheads. I think he's... Yeah, I can see him there now. He's...
Range looking as though it's getting a little bit more serious. Don't think it'll be much longer before the greens start to puddle again, but
Yep.
Ian Law's off to a great start once again.
Yeah, great bowl there from Chonky. Joshua Beattie reporting from Broadbeach. So our Around the Greens reporter is out and about.
Play stopped again over there at Broadbeach by the looks of it.
Play has stopped again at Broadbeach. And obviously Josh, he went too far in the train this morning, mate. He didn't hop off here. He's ended up at Broadbeach. No doubt they'll be directing him how to get back to here. On you, Joshy.
You can see the water just about to start puddling around where the jack is now. So
yep. Well, that building has gone...
It's disappeared again.
Mate, you just can't see it now. So you can see it getting heavier. Yeah, been a while since you've been able to see it, so... There is a bit of a breeze kicked up, yeah. But the thing about the breeze, though, is that it's not pushing it the way we want it to push it. It's actually pushing it back, which means it's going to be stable. Oh, it's really coming down now, so it's not going to be long, ladies and gentlemen.
PSO's on a good line again. You might be a bit tight this time.
Just a little bit tighter there, Michael. Match committee are out there checking the conditions, so...
Shaking their heads going, oh no.
Not again.
It does not look comfortable for the players.
I normally play bowls for fun, and that to me does not look like fun, Michael.
It does not look like fun.
Geez, that's a good try there by Mark.
Mark's only just run through into that wet patch. I'm sure the greenkeeper's sitting on the side saying, please come off.
Yes.
Because once we get through these state championships, we're about a week away from the Australian Open, so...
That's correct. Got a great number of entries for the Open, so it should be an absolute superb event once again.
I don't think there's too many gaps.
No. Mr. Lovell, no, mate. I've heard a bit of a whisper, Peter, that Michael's going to shout me lunch, mate. On you, Pete.
How you going, Pete?
Hope you're keeping well, buddy.
This is close.
Yeah, it's a good-looking bowl here from Mark.
Is he up, though? Oh, it's just dropped short, I think.
Should have done, yeah, he had to take the shallow hand, mate. He took the deep one. Now, Ben Walsh is capable of drowning in this puddle here at the moment.
Oh, Brian, that's harsh.
Mate, I see Scotty DeJonk's looking for his flippers at the moment.
Scotty's holding on to the edge of the pool, isn't he?
Yeah, I think he is, mate. I think he is. So come on, Scotty, let go. Show us how you can swim.
The skippers are sitting here. They're going, we're not going back out there.
We're not going back out there. We're going to wait for this to go. Well, I tell you right now, ladies and gentlemen, I cannot see that building at all at Southport, which tells me they've been told, finish the end and get off.
Terrible weather.
We'll finish this stream because I can't see him coming back out again. Yeah, we won't come back onto the second game. That's a good call there, Robbie.
Executive decision.
I love those senior executive decisions, mate. Particularly when I don't have to make them. They're even better.
Well, you're going to have to start making a few more now, Mr. President.
We'll be making a few, mate. Don't you worry about that. Now, what hand's he going to play this on? He's got to play it forehand with big weight.
He's going for the bowl.
He's got it.
I think he's just going to go under.
Whoosh.
See the tail.
See the tail.
Fishtail's coming up. It's time to get off the greens.
Yep. He was awfully close to that. Yeah.
And you've got to clean the sand off your bowl. Ooh, that's a tight line.
Trying to block the hole, mate.
I would have just followed up if I was you, Gaz.
Yep.
Oh, he's tighter again, isn't he? More weight. Just going to miss again.
Mm.
Well, that'll be one to the laws.
Yep.
And that'll be it.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, because of the weather, there's no point hanging around. But hopefully, Michael can hang around and come back on air. When we come back on air, which will be the second game. So that'll be on round about. I think it's round about. They'll probably start early if this rain clears. So all the players are coming off now. But of course, this live streaming by the Bowls Gold Coast Tweed Media Team is brought to you by Bowls Queensland, Experience Gold Coast, and of course Queensland Government. And the sponsor of this wonderful event is Nick Fisher, Pure Real Estate. We'd like to thank Nick for his continued sponsorship of the mixed pairs as well as the triples. We thank him very much for his support. We'd also like to thank the host club, Musgrave Hills Bowls Club, for making their facilities available for the 2024 State Championships, and also, of course, to the other venues that are being used. We'd also like to thank the umpires, greenkeepers, bar staff, bistro staff, and all the volunteers for their support of this event. We must say, too, like the umpires and everybody hang around, they're just as wet as everybody else. They do an unbelievable job, and it wasn't for their continued support, we'd have big trouble with our great game. And, of course, Nick Fisher has come up with a great initiative to try and help someone else out, that he's put up a set of bowls, and all you have to do is go to Musgrave Hill, Broadbeach or Paradise Point during the triples and put your name in the barrel, and on the 17th of May at 3 p.m. he'll draw out the winner for a set of bowls worth $650. We'd like to thank Nick for that wonderful initiative, and I'm sure that someone's going to be very happy in a few days' time. And, of course, by Mullins More Than Law, Queensland Government, BCI Beer Insurance Brokers, Asset Sports, J. Carroll Club Promotions, and Bioscapes Group. We thank them for their continued support of our great game. And if anybody could utilise them, please do, because they continue to support the sport that you love. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, you can see the rain on behalf of Robbie Allen, our fearless leader, and good old Hollywood, Michael Sorensen, myself, Brian Marshall. Brian Marshall will be back on air once the greens are playable. So go and have yourself some lunch, probably about an hour. Enjoy your bowls and support your club. Thank you very much.
Lawn bowls. Wish I found it earlier. What a game.